Hi there, my name's Richard Turl. I'm part of the leadership team at Mickfield Evangelical Church and I love Christmas. I'm starting to feel Christmassy already, and often I get asked or I'm challenged with this question: isn't Christmas just another pagan festival? You know, Christians have taken pagan festivals and taken them over time for their own purposes. Now let's engage with this question. It's very important. The story of how we've got to Christmas 2020 is rich and complex and fascinating. Social historian Judith Flanders has written an excellent recent biography of Christmas. And the history and the sociology of Christmas and Christmas festivities is a whole world of its own. Take just one example: personalizations of Christmas. Father Christmas, Santa Claus, Saint Nick, the German Christ kind. Each one of these has got a very rich and complicated story of its own. And these traditions, they spread and they change over time. European and American currents meet each other. The relationship is complicated. Now, there were always festivals and celebrations in ancient cultures. The Romans had loads of them. More than half the year was given over to festivals. Saturnalia in mid to late December, and then Calends, the secular civic New Year festival in early January. And between these two was the solstice, the winter solstice. Now, lots of cultures would develop midwinter things like Yule and year-end celebrations, especially in cold northern Europe. It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Light, fire, food and drink in dark and cold times. We've all felt it this year, haven't we? Cold, dark nights, bad news, hard times. And in the midst of it all, we all need to find some way to relax and unwind together. Now, Mithraism spread throughout the Roman Empire. It's quite mysterious and secretive, but it celebrated the birth of the god Mithras at that winter solstice. Comedian Paul Carenza refers to this as driving home for Mithras. Now, gradually, Christians would gradually and formally and deliberately celebrate Jesus' birth on that very same day, the 25th of December, and then over time Christmas becomes a 12-day thing, and that was confirmed by Alfred the Great, and lots of other things have happened since then. C.S. Lewis, the author of the Narnia stories, helpfully distinguishes the three things that we mean by Christmas. One, the Christian festival; two, the public holiday; and three, as he calls it, the commercial racket. Now, he admits that there's a complex historical relationship between those first two, the Christian festival and the public holiday. So is Christmas just a pagan festival? Well, no, it's not, but the relationship is complicated. But really, at Christmas time, Christians are celebrating the birth of Jesus of Nazareth. Now, how and when they do that and all the stuff around that is really up for grabs. There's no biblical command for Christians to celebrate Jesus' birth, but it's a good thing to do. Whether they eat turkey or not, have a Christmas tree or not, or consume their body weight in Toblerone is really up to them. But the big question is this: was Jesus born? Never mind what's happened over the last 2,000 years. What happened 2,000 years ago in the Middle East? Was Jesus born? Was Jesus of Nazareth born in Bethlehem? And that's what we'll consider in our next video.